Yesterday I came across this video titled All Tomorrows, the Future of Humanity. I was disturbed, disgusted, confused, and intrigued. So today I'll have you listen to my fanatic analysis of this amazing book. All Tomorrows is a sci-fi metamorphosis horror story about the distorted future of humanity. In this universe, humans managed to reach the stars and colonize many planets. They achieved great feats of technology and entered the golden age of humanity, just to be wiped out by godlike alien creatures known as the Q. The Q are aliens with a billion-year history of existence. They have access to incredibly advanced technology, and they are capable of genetically manipulating other creatures. The goal of the Q is to reconstruct the universe, which I will get more into later. After defeating humanity, the Q enslaved the remnants and genetically modified them, turning them into disgusting lumps of grafted flesh. They conquered every human planet and painted each a different color. One species consists of sex-craved lunatics in a utopia. The other, gears with human heads and brains, destined to suffer for eternity. Eventually, the Q grew bored and left humanity behind. Well, whatever was left of it. That's the gist of the story. Now let's begin our analysis. According to basic writing guidelines, we have 5 questions to answer. What, who, where, when, and why. It doesn't seem right. How about we go with why, and why? That's a lot better. First question, why? The Q is a representation of gods beyond understanding. They come, they do, and they leave. While the exact details of how they conquered humans are not available, we know that they had religious purposes. They had a mission to reconstruct the galaxy as they see fit. But I believe the reason for Q's destruction is more simple and straightforward. Cruelty. Seeing what Q did to humanity, how they wipe 300 millenniums of progress, culture and technology, tainting humans and turning them into unnatural flesh parties, it's cruel. To the Q, humans are like ants. They don't recognize them as a meaningful existence, morphing them into pets, flesh trash cans, worms. But they do it because they can. There is no grand reason, there is no purpose. The Q destroyed humanity because why wouldn't they? The metamorphosis of humans is just there to be a symbol for purposeless cruelty. To show that bad, unfair things happen without reason. To show that the world is cruel. Let's talk about evolution. Evolution is a process in which creatures in a long span of time pass on useful traits that are vital for survival. For example, humans have 5 long fingers because their survival required grabbing things and delicate handwork, while fish don't have hands or fingers because their survival required fins. This thing is just wrong. It has limbs where it shouldn't, there's no symmetry, no logic, no biology, it looks like a fish, turtle, and human at the same time. These ones are a mix of vampires, werewolves, and humans. They are supposed to be wild predators. One problem. The prey are also fucking human. Some of these disgusting, unnatural creatures somehow manage to undergo evolution in the span of millions of years and form civilizations. One of the most interesting species are the tool breeders. They are dolphin or whale-like creatures that couldn't access fire to make tools and progress their civilization. So, they started breeding living tools, making constructions out of living creatures and modifying them to fulfill their needs. Question: why would dolphins and whales need tools? Why would they feel the need to make a civilization in the first place? Fish don't need tools to survive, so why would they undergo evolution for the sake of making unnecessary advancement? It's the same way with the other post-human species too. Why did the snake people gain a hand in evolution? Why did the Pterosapiens get so smart their hearts couldn't support flight and thinking at the same time? It doesn't make any sense. Or does it? The tool breeders aren't human anymore. They have lost their ancestral history and culture. They were born to be fish. But they still have that seed of humanity inside of them. Or else, why would they strive to be intelligent or make civilizations? Why would they strive for progress? It's because in their deep unconscious mind, they know what they once were, how they lived, and their true nature. Alas, their souls are trapped in flesh prisons, their minds rewritten and their nature tainted, stuck with just the feeling that something is terribly wrong. And that is truly terrifying. After around 10 of these subspecies form civilizations and evolve into more effective forms, most of them come together to make a galactic alliance against alien invasions, since they're all humans and relate to each other so much. One subspecies, called the Ruin Hunters, managed to find remnants of technology left by their ancestors that wasn't destroyed by the Q, and so they progressed rapidly. Here's the first irony. They eventually use this technology to rebrand themselves as the Gravitals, leaving their flesh bodies behind, turning into huge metal balls that control gravity. Then they announced that they are the true descendants of humanity and they are the superior race, followed by, of course, killing all the other humanesque species and enslaving the remnants. Pride, conquest, greed, belief, all human concepts. The Gravitals were not like the Q. They didn't attack and wipe out the other post-human species because of cruelty. They did it because they felt like they were better. They felt like they deserved more. It was the thing they did after that which was cruel. The Gravitals kept one of the subhuman species called the Bugfacers alive and started experimenting on them, changing them, using them to make art pieces and instruments, treating them like objects of entertainment, morphing them into horrors on a whim. Which will make the second irony, the human subspecies turning into what destroyed humans in the first place. Their reign of cruelty wasn't eternal, of course. As they entered war with the Asteromorphs, arguably the true descendants of men, they got destroyed. Then the Asteromorphs, through some complicated events, brought peace to the galaxy, finally ending the saga of human suffering. The word rubetosis is the unsettling awareness of your own heartbeat. And that's how this book made me feel. It's just something about cosmic horror and chimera-like creatures that scratches the right brain cells in my head. It's disgusting, it's fucked up, but it's also super entertaining. I sincerely recommend you read this book, or watch the video by Alt-Shift-X if you can. It was the most entertaining thing I've seen in the past couple months, and the first time I saw it, I instantly wanted to make a video about it. I kinda took a shit on JoJo in my last video, so I just want to say, after I watched the first episode and this new trailer that just came out, holy fucking peak. Go watch it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment. I would love to see some comments under this video. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See ya!